Crypto lovers and enthusiasts, what up? Happy day today. A lot of opportunity in the markets. Bitcoin dropped below 69,000. It wicked down a little bit, into like the mid 60s. Right, and I'm sure there's a lot of people now are very bearish. I even saw one guy saying we're gonna go to $45,000. Let's take a look at everything, okay? Let's take a look at everything. What I thought, what I think now, because obviously day to day things could change, but really my outlook still hasn't changed. Even though we dropped a little bit more than what I thought, based on the info that I see, I'm going to share that info with you, okay? And then we're going to take a look at the moves that I did, because I did buy the dip and I am still buying. I have some buy orders in. We're going to take a look at all that stuff and we're going to go through as many charts as possible. And so without further ado, let's do this. All right, so this is Bitcoin right here, guys. I'm still holding on to what I've been mentioning is my kind of working theory as to how this thing is going to work out. Now, when I did mention to you guys is that we will see drops along this grind up, because I think we're still going to grind up, and this is not the correction I think that many are expecting. I think that correction will probably happen a little bit later, maybe during in June when the market is expecting Fed rate cuts, and that's maybe when we'll see maybe a little bit of a long correction. Until then, the data that I see, guys, is just still way too bullish. What are some of the reasons for this? Well, one of them is market makers, right? Over the past day, the price correction led to a substantial liquidation of long positions in centralized exchanges. This volatility resulted in the liquidation of more than 278 million in Bitcoin positions, with the majority, 225 million, being longs, according to CoinGlass. Okay. Also, another one that I wanted to add is that people were in profits, and people were taking profits. So when people take profits, they sell, and selling causes downward pressure. Okay, so that's another reason for this. Okay, and this guy, Hodl 15 Capital, go give him a follow. All right, this was yesterday. Okay, remember, this is the data we get is compiled, is usually provided like a day behind. All right, not in real time. Anyways, yesterday, then the net flow was only 1,907. The net, that is including the ETF sales from Grayscale. Okay, which they continue to sell. Okay, they continue to sell. So it was kind of a slow day, for ETF sales, and that's fine. I remember ebbs and flows, but previous to that, the 13th, 10,284 net BTCs bought. The 12th, 15,246. The 11th, 5,328. Still bullish. Like I said, ebbs and flows. There's going to be weeks where there's going to be less demand, less buying from these ETFs, and that is going to affect price a little bit. There's going to be weeks when there's going to be more. All right, but we have still, as far as I see, we still have not reached a top. Okay, some people are saying like a triple top. People are crazy, man. Triple top, yes. Is it gonna happen? Is that what's happening here? No, I don't think so. People are just salty that they missed a big run, just holding on to their ideas. And I did mention 45,000, right? 45,000 is basically right here. You have to go through first this little structure right here, right? You'd have to go through all that first, before I think we're in a downwards trend or in a longer correction. Okay, we have to break through all this, drop down below all this, which is like 61,000. I don't see it right now. Could be in the next couple of days. It does happen. Yes, it's possible. We have to be prepared for everything. I have capital that I am ready to continue to deploy, because I'm being really judicious in my buys, because I already have a nice bag. A nice crypto bag, but I'm just sniping, putting in little buys in here. If I like a crypto price, if I like a crypto and hasn't, I missed the drop, I missed the price, like Rio, for example, you'll see, I just put buy orders in. I have a couple buy orders in. I will share that. But anyways, look at all the support here at 58,000, support here, and this ascending line, which is a big one, support here at 50,000, 47,000, the support, and then final support at 44,000. I don't think we're going to break through all that. It's just it's just way too positive. And on top of that, Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy is going to buy 525 million more, worth of Bitcoin. Okay, they're going to purchase that, so that's going to help, guys. Although 500 million now is not a huge thing because the ETFs are just buying Bitcoin like crazy. Even though like we just saw ebbs and flows, even though a net 1,907, but that's still more. That's still more than the amount of Bitcoin that is mined, produced, right? 900. So like 1,007 more, guys, right there. Okay, and remember, we are up against the Bitcoin halving right here, like 34 days away. All right, and so that's going to be on this side is going to be 400 mined a day, and while we will see ebbs and flows, they're still gonna more or less gonna remain the same type of demand, or even more, because there's another wave coming of investors. There's another wave coming of investors, and that's gonna help the price go up, guys. So thank your lucky stars you have this, and I hope that you guys were able to buy the dip, and I hope you were able to buy the dip at like 65,500. Now I'm not saying that we can't go right back down here, but I mean these wicks are pretty interesting. We'll see how this one closes out. Maybe we just kind of stay hugging around this line, kind of playing with this line. I honestly do not see us dropping too much below it, guys. We'll see how long this lasts before eventually we start grinding back up. I don't think it'll last too long. In my opinion, corrections, short and shallow corrections. That's how I'm going to describe these corrections going forward. Eventually there'll be a bigger one. Eventually there'll be a longer one. But I just still don't think right now, okay? I still don't think right now, even though we're having 2 red days, and that's welcome because it resets a lot of things, right? And that will allow us to continue to move up higher. And so that's my BTC analysis rant. This is essentially a 10% drop, okay? Essentially at the height, from the height to the height, from the height to the low, 11% drop. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing. That's just a normal day for Bitcoin, to be honest with you. All right. Okay. All right. So that's Bitcoin. Let's take a look at some of the moves that I made. I did buy Rio. No. I put in a buy order in for Rio because my second round of buying is right here, 71 cents. And this thing got as low as 82 cents, but I wasn't around to buy it. It's at 91 cents now. So I'm hoping maybe we do see a little flush and we get down here, because I got a couple of buy orders in for Rio at that level. We'll see what happens there. Maybe I don't get filled, and if I don't get filled, I'm happy with what I got. All right, so it's a good position to be in. All right, Aventus Metaverse is another one. I think I put the buy in order here, seeing that if it touches this again, which it might. If it doesn't and it moves up from here, fine. I don't care. I have a position that I'm happy with, and if this thing does a 10x, I'll be very happy with the position. So I'm good. So interesting. It gave back these last 2 days almost completely. It wicked, but we do see some buy. Maybe we do see some buying pressure here. At these levels, so maybe just maybe we hang out in this little triangle or just slightly above it for a little bit. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep the buy order. That'll probably be my last buy, and I think for the market cap, the amount of capital I put in is a good amount of capital, because again, if it 10x's from these levels, I'll be happy. Speaking of one that has 10x. So, and then the buys that I did do before this 10x right here, the buys that I did do, Trias, okay, because it dropped down to here. So I did buy at 13 cents. I did buy it at, 13 cents, $13, $14, and I did lower this. It was at 15 something, and now it's at $14.86. Okay, so I did lower this to be closer to this bottom part right here, which is I think where we're gonna baseline. Get back into this megaphone structure, I guess. I don't know. And before we try to break it, eventually we will break it. So buying here is great. Another reason why this dropped a little bit is because people were slightly upset with this Medium article, and I have no idea why. I have no idea why people are crazy. ecosystem mainnet announcements. They broke it down, right, into different phases, right? The first phase, phase 1, March and April, which is like now in the next couple of months, they'll be conducting the first round of migration and staking. They're going to do staking. They're going to do a lot of stuff. They basically broke down everything that they're going to do, and I'm sure they will do it. Okay, this is just how they roll. All right, so you definitely want to read this. I'm not going to go through it. NetX mainnet governance token. I mean, there's a lot of good things for Trias holders, and Trias is, I think, just going to do really, really well. I am actually very bullish after I read this. You can see it if you want to follow me. I did post it here too. I post all crypto stuff. Okay, at Fred Velez Crypto. All right, if you want to follow me there. So and read this. It's worth a read. Definitely worth a read. And so some people, I don't know why, people are just crazy. That's why it's still kind of below this level. So if it stays there, and I notice that it, tomorrow that it stays there, I'm gonna buy some more. Make like 3 or 4 more buys. Why not? Because I do have capital, and I really do not know where to put it because I am being really judicious. Nothing has pulled me to want to buy more, and I haven't been really attracted to any new projects either. All right, so I've seen a couple, but nothing to just be like, yeah, I wanna start building out a position in this. Although I'm sure there are. It's just they haven't come across my radar yet. Sinverse is another one that I've been buying because why not? Look at this. I have a huge bag. of this project. I think really well. I did buy here. I had a buy order in, got triggered, and then I bought here when at 0.013 as well, 0.014. So that's cool. And I'm not sure if it stays down here and it drops down here. I'll probably make a couple of buys. If it stays down here tomorrow, I'll make a couple more buys. I'm gonna wait it out to see how long this thing lasts. I'm not gonna make all my buys right now. Although tomorrow we could be up in the green. Okay, more than likely. But I did lower my average a little bit. And yeah, so Sinverse, really bullish on this project, guys. And so those were essentially my plays, but I've been looking at everything. So let's take a quick look. Rio, I wish I had got it down here in the low 80s. That would have been cool. That wouldn't have moved up my average buy for this round too much. So, but I missed it. Let's see if I get it. Rio, great project. Real world asset play. Land share. Oh yeah, can't show that one because the feed isn't working yet. Tectum, really strong, really steady, just kind of grinding up right out of this triangle, but it seems like we could still be grinding up like this. All right, so the closer we get to this line right here at maybe 32 cents, probably the better the buy, but still at $32, not 32 cents, $32, but still at $35.89. It's looking like it's coiling, and then going to do something like this, kind of like a U shape, doesn't it? Interesting. Good buy area. All right, STBU. I am good where I am right now. This is my second round of buys, and it's still up above that. If it drops way below, then yeah, I would probably buy again. But for right now, 0.07 cents at 7 cents, almost 8 cents. I'm good. I'm actually up on these positions here. But great project. I think the world of it. I think it's going to do really well. If I was not positioned at 7 cents, we're going to go up at least to 17 cents, guys. Okay, Nakamoto Games, and look at how much strength has Stobox been showing today, especially, right? Because it hasn't really dropped down. Now that could change, but for right now, it's showing strength, and that should tell you something. Always take note of all this information. Okay, your information gathering, guys. All right, Nakamoto Games. My latest second round was less than $2, $1.99. So I mean, that's why I wouldn't buy, but because I'm happy. But at 271, good buy. Look, two days of red. We see some wicks. Could drop more, but maybe we just stay around here. Depends on if the market's tomorrow. We'll take a look and see what happens. Veracity, this would be a good buy, right? Look at this drop. Do we come back down here to a penny? At 0.011, we'll see. I would be buying, but I'm happy where I am, like I mentioned. So this is a great one. This one might be undervalued compared to everything else. This is a big drop. Creo engine staying strong, right? Staying relatively strong, although would probably be a good area. You get so many gifts, guys. So many gifts. Wads pay drop below this triangle. Good area. KAGI, if you're looking to get into a project, I think it's a good project. Good area, right? Consolidating right now. Carrot, check this one out. Green day, green last 3 days, right? Because channel, right? The descending channel. I thought maybe we could touch this. We got close though, and then boom, let's go. Look at this wick though. It got eaten up. It got sold off really quickly. But pretty interesting. Probably just maybe some big buys or something. It went up pretty. That's a nice pump. I think we're gonna try to touch this area again in the not too distant future to see if we can finally break through, finally come back into these two channels right here. Boom, boom, boom. We'll see. But Carrot, good project. Alaska Gold Rush. There's no red flags that I've been seeing because I've been in the chat trying to understand this. But I mean, things honestly in the chat look bullish. Oh, this is another one that I've been buying, right? Galactic Quadrant. I forgot to mention that I bought this and it went below my average buy, so I made a couple more buys, dropping this 0.0019, 1998, where it is right now. I'm waiting to see if it drops down to 0.0016. If it touches this, I'll make 2 more buys, and then I'm just gonna hold out. You know, if it stays in this triangle for a little while, for the next couple of days, and touches that, I will make more buys. Let's see. CITUS, a little bit of information on CITUS and Senate. Senate is the governance token. I have a little bag, and right now I'm just basically slightly above break even. Apparently, Senate token is not going to be as valuable because it can only allow you governance and I think just voting rights and really not much else. So this is why we're seeing that. Although CITUS is doing the same thing, but eventually both will go up. I'll probably sell my Senate faster than I sell my CITUS. But right now, there's no need to. I don't need the capital, and I believe the project is going to do well, even though... And I only have a small bag of this. All right. Shrapnel, below my average buy again. I think we're going to... I think if we haven't touched it already, more or less like that. Climbing this. All right, interesting. So it might not be a bad buy right here. Pump, but check the tokenomics. I know, I'm pretty sure they're trying to do better on the tokenomics. I'm sure this project is gonna go up, but it's been on my bubble as far as selling. I'm gonna hold on. RAI chain, ooh, nice, kind of turning over right here. Pretty good buy zone. This thing will continue to pump up. RAI chain, big drop right here. Well, relatively big drop if you believe in this project. Not a bad area. CTI, that's Cleantech CTI. UBXS coming up with more partnerships, looking more and more bullish. Okay, really low cap, and this is when you probably want to buy right now. Let's see, what else did I want to share? Unori. Okay, all right. So let's see what happens. Let's see where it starts to base, where before it moves up. All right, 5 cents. Not bad. What else do I want to share? Credify. Off this highs. Also look good. Prop base. I honestly want to add more, but I'm already up 168%. If it drops down a little more, if it drops closer to just a little bit more, maybe down here to 3.5, 3.4, or ideally to 3 cents right here at this line right here, I would probably buy. I will buy again. Gamercoin, look at this thing. Why did it pump like this? How is it that it's pumping on a red day? This thing is up like 900% for me, 800 something at the height right here, 941%. Not bad. 29 cents, obviously weight, but this is a D-pin play, gaming play, GPU play. Interesting project. I'm glad I'm in it. I was mentioning it to people here when I started getting into it, in it, and when I was making my buys, I would mention I'm buying Gamercoin. Hope some people listened. Nice little close to 10x, and I'm sure it'll get to 10x. Why is it pumping? One of the reasons is because they announced a partnership with. Could have sworn that I did. They announced a partnership with BNB Chain. Over here. Yes, here it is. with BNB chain. Okay, so the partnership there as an ecosystem partner. So that's what caused the pump. All right, so that's pretty cool. Project looks good. Project looks very, very good. It's still pumping. I would obviously wait for a retrace, but make note of how strong this thing is looking in a red day. Okay, Soonverse. If it drops back down to this ascending line, I will buy a little bit more. I want to buy like 18,000 more tokens to just reach my goal. But if it doesn't, I'll ride with what I got. Aventus Metaverse, I do have a buy order down here. If it hits, it hits. I think I already mentioned. So I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, guys. Rapid fire. We're gonna leave it at that, guys. Okay. Opportunity. A lot of tokens are looking really good. Good buy areas. So get them in. Be patient. Who knows how long this little dip will last for? But I think short and shallow will probably be a good description of it. Time will tell. We'll see. Guys, if you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel. All that stuff helps. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.